Hi Aries, I'm Lucia and today I'm doing a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. You can check your Venus and Lilith placements as well. I've already pulled 2 cards for you guys from the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and I have my Tarot decks with me. I have some other ones with me. So I will be pulling from whatever I'm drawn for you guys. So before I start, I just want to remind you to take what resonates and always be true to yourself. So Aries, we have card number 50, the Spirit of the River, movement toward adventure. So this is all about flowing, and this is also a card of if there's something that you guys want to experience, this is the time to plan it, make it happen, go for it. This is a time also of knowing what you're worth and what you deserve, and and there is freedom behind this card, this energy of freedom here. Also, while I was shuffling these cards, I was hearing, I can't do this. So for anyone who is thinking about something, worrying about something, feeling like they can't do something, is to really pay attention to how you're speaking to yourself and not using limiting words, like changing I can't do to I can or I can find out and things like that. So take that's for whoever that resonates with. Card number 6, Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine. This is also a card of self-care, taking care of yourself, giving yourself what you need, nurturing yourselves, especially if any of you are moving on from a difficult time. Really nurturing, honoring yourselves, honoring your body, what you guys need. We have the Star card. We have some that flipped. So I will take those. We have the Star card. This is a card of hope. It's coming back from maybe it's starting to turn around from maybe a hard time or self-doubt, kind of letting go of who you are, putting yourself aside and coming back to yourself, starting to see the light in situation. And usually what comes after that is the moon and then the sun. So there's self-reflection and thinking about what you want to bring in, intuition, and then there's the opening up to good things to come from that. So we have the Fool on the bottom and the Tower on the top. So Star card, what is the Star card about for Aries? We have the Chariot and the 2 of Swords. There's a lot of energies here I'm getting with this. Like, I feel like a lot of you are, your mind is in like 1,000 places. And I feel like peace with this 2 of Swords. Peace, really separating what do you need to really truly worry about, prioritizing, what needs your attention, and then tackling those things and letting everything else go, or doing it for later. And then we have the Chariots. I feel like things are moving. The Chariot, it's a card of moment, and it's a card of now's the time to get things done. Long time coming, something good here with whatever you're working on and your goals. But I feel like you could be scattering, for those of you who are scattered all over the place, really prioritizing, and self-care, very important right now, because things could be getting busier for you guys, Aries. And we have the Magus, which is the Magician, and this is all about you are the creator. So it's about you are the creator. So I feel like if some of you are taking control in a lot of situations, making sure that you're taking control in your own, for what you want as well, because you could be thinking, some of you could be putting others first here. So this is really thinking about, what do you guys want, what do you guys need, and making sure that you include yourself in those the things that you want to bring in here. We have the Empress. So you could be looking for nurturing the self, more self-care. You could be really looking for this or hoping for this, looking to make time for this. You could be researching some things too that you could be drawn to here that you may want to do that are new for self-care, or going back to things that you used to do for self-care. But this is also a card of creating, and for some of you, there could be family, children that you want to bring into your life here. The Empress is the mother card. It's the creator. So there's something here you could be thinking of birthing, also nurturing. So whether it's you, some of you could be coming out of a hard time with that 5 of Swords, and then we have the 4 of Cups. So it's all about control of where you're putting your energy into, where you're putting your heart into, and where you're putting your mind into. With these 2 cards, it's all about balance and doing things to nurture yourself so that you can clear your mind and find some grounding, because that 5 of Swords is about worrying about things, maybe even re-strategizing, thinking, okay, so if this didn't work out, now let's do it a different way. So it could be thinking about things that didn't work out, things that are hard to think about. It could be also times where somebody could have wronged you. It could be a lot of things. But this is a card of too much on the mind that's in the past. And it's time to re-strategize if you need to and move forward. There could be something that has not been fair here as well. Maybe feeling not worthy of, or someone making you feel like you're not worthy, and you could be really focusing on your self-value, yourself, your worth, your self-worth as well. So that's where this Magician card comes in, to really make sure you're taking care of yourselves, writing your own story, because if you don't write it, somebody else will. So we have that 7 of Swords here and the Ace of Wands. There could be something new here that you want to create, or a new passion for a new beginning. And it's doing things different than in the past with that 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords, really looking out for yourself here. Not doing like repeated patterns or giving the power to someone else if you've done that in the past. And it's also to keep the mind in the positive. Whatever you're thinking of, doing it with positive energy and thinking with love. So then we have the Temperance, which is something in the near past, and recent past. Recent past. Temperance. It's called art, this card. And we have the Lovers, and we have the 9 of Pentacles here. So something here had to be calmed down. It could have been a little too much going on here. It could be in a relationship that you could have been feeling it was overwhelming. It could also be you had to make a decision here with the Lovers and the 9 of Pentacles on what was better for you, what would give you more energy, more stability. Something had to be balanced in the recent past. So you made a decision here, or you flipped a relationship situation to bring you more balance, more security. And for some of you, this could be a work situation because you have the Pentacles as well. So you could have had to change or give responsibilities to someone else in the recent past to make things easier for you. Some of you could have landed something good here, gotten lucky, gotten a promotion, a job, or something like that. We have the Hanged Man, and it's all about surrendering right now. The Hanged Man and the 6 of Pentacles, it's about giving. So there could be something here that maybe if you gave too much, you could be stopping that. You could be thinking about this. We have the Prince of Swords and the 9 of Swords for that Hanged Man, the surrender card. So something here that you said enough to, and it was something that was weighing you down on your mind, something that you were thinking about when you went to bed, you know, something that stays. The Nine of Swords is like something, it's like nightmares, you know, something that's a nightmare to deal with. So there's something here that you are cutting out, surrendering to, letting it go finally. Maybe you were trying to save something that wasn't worth saving, a relationship, a work, a situation, but you are letting this go now and ready for something new. Doing too much here for someone else, maybe, with that, especially with that card. We have that Six of Wands and we have the Seven of Wands. This is victory and hanging on to that, like defending yourself, putting your foot down on something here. So I feel like you guys are thinking or protecting yourselves in this situation. So you could have made a change here that turned out in your favor, that's better for you. And now it's about staying on top, not letting anything else bring you back down to that place or bringing you backwards. It's about moving forwards, not going backwards here. Prince of Swords. We have the Prince of Swords here. We have the Prince of Swords here. This is where you had enough, but then here's energy around you that could be still trying to bring you down. There could be something around you that you could be feeling like you have to keep fighting to stay on top, or you have to keep, or, you know, making sure that you're doing enough in a situation. And you have the Six of Wands again up here, which is something that's really on your mind, is like that victory, to really stay passionate, to stay on top. So Prince of Swords, energy around you. We have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands. This is all about empathy here, and seeing what you want and making it happen. There's something here, maybe you didn't feel appreciated, maybe someone didn't have empathy, maybe you're feeling like there's people that don't have empathy around you. You could be empathetic to others, but maybe they're not empathetic to you, or it's not back. It could also be flipped the other way around. Here, somebody wants too much empathy from you. But I'm feeling like there's something that was not fair. And we have that vision, that Sun card. So I feel like there's a lot of fire with the Wands here, a lot of determination. There could be just making sure you don't overdo with that Ten of Wands in the near future. And we also have the Nine of Cups in the near future. And that's a card of success, happiness, luck. So I feel like you guys, whatever you guys are changing here, it's about really showing people that, you know, your self-worth. And if you're learning, going through a lesson, you know, about that, knowing your self-worth. So we have that Six of Wands as success. So we have the Devil card and the Six of Swords, which is called science. So this is all about, in order to have success, we have to overcome certain obstacles, really being true to ourselves and not repeat things from the past, or not bring those past energies that we don't need anymore, leave them behind with that Six of Swords. So the Devil is obstacles. So it's about moving forward, leaving behind the things that do not serve, especially if it was pulling you down here. And it has to do a lot with being mentally strong, staying in that energy that you know your self-worth, you know what you deserve, and letting go without guilt with the things that are not right for you. Now we have so near future, happiness and oppression at the same time. The Ten of Wands can mean two different things. For some of you, it could mean being careful not to overwork, being careful not to take on too much. And for others, even though you enjoy, if it's something that you're overworking, something that you're enjoying, and then you just are drawn to this thing, it's just to make sure you find a balance, you know, in between that. And you have here beautiful card of luck, happiness. I feel like you guys are going to bring something good with whatever you are, whatever healing you're doing or whatever you're doing. I feel like it's going to bring something better here soon in the near future for you guys. We have the Magus again with the near future, and we have the Knight of Discs, which is security, stability. Magus, writing your own story, you know, making sure you're taking that pen and taking that pen. If somebody took that pen from you, taking it back, you know, and writing your own story. You're in charge of the new chapter in your life. And the Knight of Discs is not fighting things, kind of like this card, flowing. It's about flowing and not rushing, and also staying grounded. And I feel like, because you guys are like, the Aries they're the leaders. They're the ones that bring that fresh energy, the new energy. I think I said that last time too, in this. So it is also to move with your passion, but to also to slow down and enjoy the process, not to rush to the end goal, to enjoy the journey, because all the things that happen in the journey in between is so important. Those are the aha moments, the lessons, and the little victories before that big last victory. And then there's the next thing after that, so you guys could already have your eye on something else that you guys want to do. Then we have the Fool and the Tower. So this is about new beginnings and endings of things that are not serving you. The Tower is major change. For some, it could be shocking change here and new beginnings. So there could have been a change here, but there's an awareness with that change. You got the Wheel of Fortune and the Princess of Cups. So the Wheel of Fortune is change. Tower is major change, but it's things crumbling in order to see the truth. So something could have been like a harsh lesson, like something happened in a harsh way, like major change, but you saw something in that. You saw something, the truth in that situation, and that brings you to a new way of doing things, a new you, a rebirth. With that Fool card, change. And Princess of Cups is really thinking about bringing peace and love into your life, more of that kind of energy in whatever situation it is that you guys could have felt that it was missing before, bringing some balance. So I have the Power of Surrender cards for anybody who'd like a Power of Surrender card. What do we need to surrender for Aries? Surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So for whoever this card resonates with, you know, whenever you're ready, maybe open up slowly to intimacy, letting someone in, or your heart. Aries. I have Believe in Your Own Magic cards for anybody who'd like a self-care card. Feast, card number 29. Slow down and celebrate yourself. This is all about going with the flow, not rushing, and, you know, really enjoying the process, all the steps in your journey, Aries. And making sure you think of yourself as well when it comes to, especially if you do things for others, is to make sure you include yourself in that as well. Moon Magic cards, Aries. Thinking we need two for Aries. I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. This is also a card of flowing and to enjoy the process and to open to receive for anyone who is, you know, who can use that. And look at the back of that card. Beautiful waterfall. I am loved beyond measure. Knowing that you are not alone, knowing that you are loved, and loving yourself first, because you can't pour from an empty cup, Aries, right? And look at the back of that one, the heart. So I wish you guys well, Aries. Take care.